On this week's edition of Hot Brown, we have a Moss Caribbean Breeze 48-inch wood blade, pitchfork stamped irons. This one's made by Aircool, or Jufeng / Shichen, whichever one you want to go with. They both are more or less the same Aircool entity. So, this one has the flared motor. Ooh, yeah. Canopy, no, what I'm saying, the capacitor is in the canopy. It's a pretty big motor for a 48-inch fan. Mainly in the sense that it's thick. It is oddly heavy for its size. So, I had been looking for a 48-inch Caribbean Breeze for a while. It wasn't a high priority item, but when a couple surfaced on Marketplace, I was like, okay, yep, now I kind of need it. Especially for the price. So, yeah. So yeah, this one would have come with, I think, either a 4 or a 5-speed choke control. Of course, that was not present with the fan, which it was, but no big deal. For the purpose of testing, I am using FanSync. So, let's start it on low. So this house that this fan came out of was probably quite malaise. The seller had 3 fans, 2 of these and a brown Sears Emerson, or a plastic Emerson, or kitchen fan as some people refer to it as because of its stereotypical use in kitchens and such. The other one of these has a bad capacitor, which kind of surprises me just a little bit, but also not really. The seller said, oh, these are fast. So, figured, okay, cool. And then, of course, again, bad capacitor, but this one's okay. Although this one has crappier bearings, so. I mean, they're smooth, they just hiss a little bit, they're dry. Now, yeah, for the purpose of testing, I'm using a FanSync Bluetooth receiver. And this is the low speed. It is aesthetic. If it had new bearings and they needed time to break in, they would probably stall out. This fan would stall out on the low speed. So, needless to say, this fan requires higher capacitor values for the lower speeds. Now, we are going to go to medium. I think the values in the FanSync receiver are 5 and 10. I could be wrong. I'll have to crack one open sometime and see just exactly what's in it. So this is medium, which is really more of it's a lower medium. It's not a super fast medium speed. This is a useful speed for this fan with this receiver. Like a useful, medium low. The bearings are already starting to hiss. Shocker. Seems like with the Caribbean Breezes, most of them were found in 36-inch because they were the cheapest. Alright. The 48s, yeah, they also exist, but they're not as common. This could have been an issue of price. They also made a 52 or 56-inch version of this fan with an even larger motor. That one, those are rare as hell. You just don't see them. Both in residential and industrial forms. You don't see the big ones. And I really don't know why that is, but again, it could have been a matter of price. Because the 36-inch industrials, they were disposable. They were dirt cheap. Everyone got them and everyone threw them out, but they're still out there. Anyway, let's now go to high speed. And as they said, fast as hell. And it really kicks up the speed quickly. Very quickly once you shift to high speed. This thing does not screw around. Now this has wood blades. It moves fast as hell. You give it industrial blades and then you have a recipe for chaos. Because again, this is a pretty large 48-inch motor. I would say this is probably a good 172 in terms of overall width. If not 188 on its own, but I kind of doubt that. It's probably closer to 172. I mean, all of the Caribbean breezes fly. All of them do. Some of these are light adaptable. Some have vented motors, which is something I only figured out recently, but it's still cool to see. So now, how do I know this is a Caribbean breeze? Let me just turn it off real quick, let it coast down. The reason I know this is a Caribbean breeze is because, one, that canopy, that particular plastic canopy was used with the Moss Caribbean breeze and about just that. Okay. Also, there is a label, there's a sticker scar or a cleaner patch on the canopy, which, you know, basically means someone took the sticker off. Someone also took the motor sticker off. So all the technical information is missing. Cool. So yeah, this is a Caribbean breeze. The bearings are quite worn. At least they're equally worn. There's a little bit of hiss, but other than that, not too bad. Because yeah, if the bearings were crap, if they were really rough and, you know, a lot of resistance to them, this thing would stall out on low as well. So the bearings are okay. Could be better, but they're not terrible. And there you have it, a 48-inch Moss Caribbean breeze with wood blades.